everyone, welcome back. In this video, I am going to be showing you how to turn this green plantain into this crunchy deliciousness. So make sure to stick around and watch. Hey, I would like to order some tostones. Yes, you know those nice crunchy flat things that you make out of those green looking banana things that aren't really a banana but look like a banana and are bigger than a banana? And half of the people don't know what they're used for? Yes, that. Thank you. This green banana looking thing is called a plátano, a plantain. And in Puerto Rico, we use it on so many things. We fry it, we mash it, we boil it, and then when it's right, we fry it and we mash it, and it's good. We use it on stews, on soups. We make it to make tostones, which is what I'm showing you today. We use it on pasteles. We use it on alcapurrias. We boil it and eat it with this thing called bacalao, which is delicious. When it's right, we fry them and eat them on the side, or we use them to make something called pastelón, which is like the Puerto Rican version of lasagna, and it is so good. You can use this as an appetizer, you can use it as a side, or just as a snack. Today, I'm frying these up, and my kids are just gonna eat them. Like, they're just gonna eat them as a, hey, snack, because I'm not making this for dinner, I'm making this for lunch. Tostones are so easy to make. It seriously takes you less than 10 minutes to put together. I am not lying, they're that simple. And it's absolutely worth it and totally delicious. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, my friends, all we're simply going to be needing to make our tostones is gonna be some green plantains. Make sure that they're nice and green. A pan to fry them in. Oil of your choice. It could be peanut, it could be vegetable, it could be canola. I'm using canola because that is what I have right now. Some adobo to season them when they come out. And last but not least, something to squash your plantains with to make your tostón. So there's different things out there that you can use to make these. This particular one is a tostonera. This one is made out of aluminum. It came from Dominican Republic. My brother went out on a mission trip and I asked him to please get me one because they make them so thin and they come out so crisp when you fry them. So I really wanted one of these. So I have one now. This is a tostonera. And also, like that one, is specifically made to make tostones. And this one came from Puerto Rico. I got this one from my sister. She went to see my dad and I asked her to get me one too because my other one had broken. And if you don't have those, that is absolutely okay. It is not essential to use that to make them, okay? We can simply make them by using a plate and a bowl, and you use the back of the bowl to squish it. Or you can just use a cup to squish them down too. I remember doing that a lot when I was a kid, and they turn out just as good. So you don't need the fancy schmancy tostonera for that. Okay? Our first step is going to be to peel our plantains. I like to cut the ends off, make a slit down the middle, and then push with my knife to separate the skin off the plantain, and then I use my fingers to peel the rest. Now it's time for us to slice our plantains. Sometimes people like to slice them straight across, or other times some people like to slice them slanted. And when you slice them slanted, it just makes them slightly longer. Now, depending how thick you slice them also depends how big your tostón is going to be. Next, we're going to go over to the stove and we are going to turn our stove on to a high heat, and we are going to put some oil inside the pan that we're going to be frying. You're going to use oil depending on how big your pan is. I'd say just make sure it's like about 1/4 inch of oil in there. We want to make sure that our oil is really hot. A way to test this is to put a little bit of the plantain in, and if it starts sizzling, that means that the oil is hot enough. We're going to place all of our plantains in, and we're only going to fry it each side for about a minute. So I'm going to fry one side for about a minute and a half maybe, until it's golden, and then I'm going to flip it over to the other side and fry the other side for about a minute to a minute and a half, only until it's bright gold. We don't want to fully cook the plantain. We just wanted to cook it enough to make it nice and soft so that when we go and squish it, it squishes and it does not fall apart. Once we're done with the first frying process of these plantains, we're going to then go ahead and remove them and turn our stove off. Once that is done, we're going to come over and we are going to create our tostones by squishing them, either using the tostonera or using the plate and bowl. And I'm going to show you how they come out in all three ways here. This was made with a tostonera from Puerto Rico. This was made with a tostonera from Dominican Republic. This was made with the back of my bowl and plate. So as you can see, the resemblance is very similar. You can definitely do this with this and get the exact same result as you would with any of those things. Now we have to go ahead and fry them again inside the pan so that they become nice and crunchy and crispy. Once again, I'm going to turn on my stove to a high heat, and I'm going to wait till the oil gets pretty hot. I'm going to test it with the plantains once again. If I see it sizzling, that means it's ready for me to go ahead and put it in. This time, we are frying it for about 1 minute on one side. Then we're flipping them over and frying them for another minute. That gives it enough time to crisp and crunch up. final step, I like to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of adobo on the top of mine. Now I'm not gonna put a whole lot, I'm just gonna do a light sprinkling according to your taste. Some people like them saltier than others. If you don't want to use adobo, you can simply use salt and pepper or garlic salt. Look how crunchy they are. You hear that? I'm going to show you how to make a sauce for this. Is using mayo, ketchup, and garlic, and it goes very, very well with this. You don't have to use my mayo ketchup dip if you don't want to. You can simply eat them as they are, use ketchup, or use this mayo ketchup recipe that I'm going to share with you. 2 plantains, I was able to get all these tostones. You can cut them, the bigger you want them, the thicker you make the pieces. I don't want them super huge, you know, so this is how big mine turned out to be, but I got quite a few out of them. So the recipe for my mayo ketchup sauce is very easy. It's 1-to-1. So however much I put of mayo is however much I'm going to put of ketchup, and then I'm going to use a clove of garlic in it. You can put more garlic if you want to. You can choose to leave the garlic out. It's totally up to you. For this particular case, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of mayo and 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and I think that will suffice for this, and it'll be plenty. Alright, my friends, let's go ahead and give these tostones a little whirl. Here's my dipping sauce. These are so good. You have to make these. They're like the best. The sauce is perfect. You want some? Come and try it.
It's good.
Yeah?
I like it.
No, I heard me in the living room. He had to come and give it a taste. And he loved it. So, anyways, now it is your turn to go ahead and give this a try. If I can do it, you most definitely can do it. Go ahead and run to the store, grab yourself a plantain, and make some delicious tostones for your family or yourself today. Either as an appetizer, a snack, or just a side for your meal. It was just that simple and easy. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!